Hey, Sagittarius, so welcome to your session. Let me give you this direct message before I tap out of it. So, the direct message was to not worry about what people say. And like the example that I was given was to use myself. And that is, for instance, since I do esoteric and divination work, people think that people say and think that my readings are based on my life. And I don't worry about that. I deliver the message like they're supposed to. And the reason why you're being asked not to worry about what people say is because God's going to make a believer out, I'm going to make a believer out of them. So you continue to do you, all right? Whatever that is, you continue to do it and do it with pride, do it with confidence, and not stand your ground because that means that you're trying to go into battle. Stand your ground yourself. Okay. So, a reason why I was explaining to you about standing your ground is because give the battle to divine. Okay. And everything will be fine. Don't go out of your way to explain yourself. All right. Um, One thing that I always tell my children who are adults, I have to remind them every now and then when they are open to my counsel, I let them know that what it is you're seeking when it comes to people, I promise you they will be doing the same thing. Once you go focus on what you need to do, they'll be doing the same thing if you decide to return. They've decided how, and what I'm saying is not in a negative aspect. You have people who have decided what they want to do in life, and looking down on people who have, I don't want to say stuck in their ways, but people who've decided what they want to do. Some people decide that all they want, they'll do whatever they can to go to jail because that's the only life they know. They can't survive in the real world. So they try to stay in jail. And, I'll never forget when I saw an individual who literally stole toilet paper. This is around the time where, it didn't matter. I guess now it has to be over 5,000 or something to actually be incarcerated. But then it was just a roll of toilet paper. Went and he did it on purpose because he wanted to go back home, and his home was jail. Okay. Other example is, you have to accept that certain people are comfortable with the lives that they live and they have no intentions of changing. Just accept that that's who they are and move forward. And if you accept who you are, all will be due is what I'm getting for you. But like I told you, if whatever it is you're trying to change in your life or improve your life, go and do it because you are who you do with, you are. So you just are, how should I say this? Because I don't want to generalize it. They'll still be doing the same thing. I don't want to just put it, it's not in a negative aspect, it's however you perceive it. If you're thinking negative of a negative group, then it's time for you to get away from negative groups and focus on yourself. And if you decide that that's you want to be associated, I don't know how to explain this, Sagittarius. How do I say this? Uh, we'll see what the cards say. Most High, thank you so much for give me a Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding. I'm gonna say this: you got to start somewhere. Okay. For instance, my family are against what I do. everything that I do. And is it easy to be a loving person? Yes. That is something for me. I was born that way. I was born different. And so me being a loving person, that's my different. Some people have to be trained to be loving. Some people have to go through experiences to become loving. I was naturally born loving. And so I had a lot of challenges of being isolated because that's not normal. You don't just love people. That's a no-no. Okay? Loving people is supposed to be in sacred in regards to what my upbringing. You don't just love on people. That's a no-no. And so loving, there is no challenge for me. My loving is not biased. And I don't want you to, Sagittarius, I don't want you to put expectations on yourself, because the expectations that you keep putting on yourself are hard challenges. And you got to be easy on yourself. So stop putting hard challenges on yourself. Okay? Give me a I am message in regards to that direct message that I got for Sagittarius. You have faithfulness, and what you don't see is trust. Um, you have to put your energy elsewhere. Sagittarius. New openings. This is a new beginning. This is like the fool's journey. Leaving the worry, leaving the weight, and not worried about what is to come, but going, just living, doing something new. I'm sorry to say, when it comes to whoever you associate with, I don't it's time to put them on pause and do it's not, and I'm not telling you to say, oh, no more old friends, no new friends type energy. No, what I'm telling you, Sagittarius, is what's for you is for you, but accepting who you are. You have to go on the journey to learn how to accept you, because your associations, they accept themselves and their group. Okay? There's no changing that. So if you decide to say you want to give your life to God, right? That doesn't, no one's going to convict you. Do you? And if you decide to backslide or go back to whatever it is that you do, that's your choice. That's an example that I was being guided to give you. At the end of the day, what will be, and what is established is established. If you're needing change and you're looking for change, you're looking for new experiences, that means you have to walk away so that you can experience what you desire. You have this new opening. It says, when one door closes, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunities and learning they present me. Serenity comes from within. So it's not about outgrowing anyone, it's about you outgrowing yourself. And it's time for you to do that. All right. What other messages do you have for Sagittarius, please? What other messages do you have for Sagittarius? What other messages do you have for my Sagittarius? Thank you. Charity and restriction. The battle of self, Sagittarius, and you are in your own energy. You definitely are in your own energy, especially with your I am message. Or is it at, oh, is it at the bottom of the deck? Oh, it went somewhere. You had trust and new openings, clarified trust, and I can't recall. Where is it? It got shuffled. So, anyhow, you Listen, okay. I'm sure you heard this before, Sagittarius. Oh, did I just tell you you're in your own energy, which is healing? Okay. Um, and you are the ninth house Sagittarius. You are in between Scorpio and Capricorn. Your opposite sign, Sagittarius, is Gemini. Okay. You may want to watch Gemini's reading. Let me tell you the title of it. Hold on. So I can explain to you it's time for you to start protecting your energy. In Gemini's session, the title is You Are in Control, Sagittarius, okay? Moving forward. When it comes to your energy, it's time for you to keep it to yourself because you're going to need it. Um, you are going to learn who to give your energy to. And it just feels like for those, if you are a Sagittarius where you are looking at the people who matter and there's no growth and you feel burdensome, you feel um, like you don't belong, or you just feel like, you know what, you're just sick and tired of certain type of people, um, that's because you've given too much and you haven't received any, you haven't the energy hasn't been reciprocated. And so in order for you to get the energy that you are wanting to be reciprocated, you are going to have to let them people go. It doesn't mean you can't be cordial. It doesn't mean that you have to block people, but for some of you Sagittarius, you are. It's time to start deleting numbers. It's time to move on. And that's a hard pill to swallow. And you need to reground yourself. Let's go ahead and focus on this restriction because you've already given too much. 43 and 38 could be of significance. You have Cancer, Gemini twice, Libra, who is that? Scorpio, 9, 10, 11, and Aquarius. Let me read you this restriction so you can understand why it is important. 38. As some of you, as Sagittariuses, you are addicted to people. But the thing is, the people are not addicted to you. Hopefully that makes sense. You're going to go through a phase where you no longer are going to allow people to have access. The people that you're addicted to, you're no longer going to give them access. And don't lose yourself in the process of accepting that they are not going to show up for you. And this is the restrictions. It says a situation may be critical, but not serious. There are many solutions at hand. Look around and you will find your way out of this boxed in situation. You got to get out the box. But what I will tell you is when you get out the box, it will feel hard at first, you know, the unknown. It will feel strange. But you just got to keep showing up. You got to keep showing up every day, becoming that familiar face. When you create a new connection, it's unknown. And the moment that you experience that a connection is not going to serve you, walk away. Don't keep repeating the same experience of giving the benefit of a doubt of a connection. Okay? Whom is supposed to be connected to you will be connected to you. If you are looking for those to show up for you, it will happen. If you have that in your life currently, Sagittarius, if you currently have that in your life, you need to, if you have one person or 3 are family and friends who show up for you. You need to get out of yourself. You're just too hard, and you need to be grateful, and you need to be respectful and loving and caring. Now, if your personality is just bold and direct, okay, cool. Be mindful of the words that you use. Be mindful of people's feelings, because those who are there for you and show up for you, they accept your character. And but they are waiting for you to accept theirs. Okay? So there's 2 messages there. A word of advice, who is that? Organic vibes. You said I wasn't never addicted to people, one person only. Okay. I'm proud of you. You were able to admit that. Congratulations, organic vibes. Word of advice for Sagittarius. Word of advice. Service is in reverse. And like I said, no one is going to judge you. Remember I said it's time to cut off. You get what I'm saying? If you're wanting, if uh, this just feels like new connections. And the new connections are going to be unfamiliar, which could cause you to go back to the old connections. You're being asked not to do that. Ask divine for balance. Okay, give me an I am message in regards to balance. Being true, like I said, be yourself. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace the shame and power. Inner beauty. I need you to also work on your insecurities as well. Let's go ahead and pull your angel guide message. Sagittarius. Angel guide message for Sagittarius. Angel guide message for Sagittarius. Your angel guide message is do the work. Confirmation. Let's go ahead and see what it entails. All right. If you are wondering, Sagittarius, oh goodness gracious, I am working on my communication skills. I have been a clean sponge, absorbing so much information on a 7 days a week. Okay, and communicating, drinking a lot of coffee, and also having my adult beverages is kind of like, I need to slow down. But when I'm channeling, sometimes it just my tongue moves faster than my lips. So Sagittarius, I cannot apologize for that. But if you're wondering like what is going on with SGL, why is she sounding like that? It's because I'm working on my communication skills. Okay. Your angel guide message says, if you are wondering whether to move forward or not, this card is a message from your angels to continue on. You might feel confirmation. Let me say that again. If you are wondering whether to move forward or not, this card is a message for from your angels to continue on. You might feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you are able to give, and there's a good chance that you are feeling disheartened or even drained. It's important to know that everything involved in this situation is pivotal to your growth, expansion, and spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch on the light you have within. It's time to be a star, to rise up, to get behind the wheel and drive the journey of your life. Yes, Energy is going to be needed to hustle and push, but every single effort you make will pay off. Confirmation. Right now, you are sending out a signal, and that will create a wave that can lay the foundation for the rest of your life. All right, Sagittarius, you don't forget that love is kind, and definitely don't forget that love is gentle until we meet again.